You also work with children and have been an activist for many, many years. Tell us your connection to this piece.
Firstly, I want to say on behalf of all women, Martin, I apologize for what you had to endure and go through. It's not much to say because nothing can take that scar away. But you are a survivor and have risen above it. And I am very proud to be your friend and be on this platform with you. I know your story. At our conference, you spoke about it and it just touched everyone so deeply. So I apologize on behalf of all females. What you have been through should not have happened.
Thanks, Hilary.
So going back to what got me here, I was abducted at the age of 13. Thank God for my sister. I'm here today. And being God's calling on my life, coming out of corporate for 32 years, I've gone into this full time, but always been involved in the humanitarian space with regards to orphanages, fighting alongside in the anti-apartheid struggle. My parents were big activists. My dad was murdered by the apartheid regime when I was 15. Then seeing lots of GBV take place within my family, around me in my community. Short of death was my sister. And then a very, very close friend of my daughter, Karabo Mokoena, the late Mokoena, was brutally murdered by a boyfriend, chopped and then burnt in Sandton. That hit us and still hits us cold. So those are the things, and rescues of children from trafficking, missing children that I've been involved with. That's what drove me and got me to where I am today and being an activist. I've always been involved with many organizations, been on management boards, substance abused women that have resultantly gotten to that point, and many of them were trafficked. And when you hear their story, and also the Karabo Mokoena Foundation, which we formed in her legacy, which no longer exists, legacy, and in trying, and that basically in 2015, just catapulted everything following the River Steenkamp murder, and there were so many others after that. It just seemed to, I think, not that it wasn't happening before, it was happening, but we started taking note as a country that this isn't just a matter of somebody murdering somebody, but here is a huge problem with individuals hating each other. I wouldn't even, it is gone towards the extent of hate that you actually now disliking or hating a particular gender or the person. And hence the word gender-based violence started actually being, how can I say, being more pronounced than ever before. But yes, those are the things, and it being God's calling on my life, that is where I am here today. And working with children, little boys and girls in the orphanages under our wing of ACT Africa, I have seen a lot. And even before that, before this organization even existed, being in the orphanages, we have seen a lot. And when Matthew Mensah, I met Matthew, that was 2015, the work he's done across Africa, stop child trafficking, anti-malaria, poverty issues with governments across the portal, it all resonated. We just clicked in the work that we were doing, and we decided, following the Karabo Mokoena Foundation, all the work we're doing on human trafficking, child trafficking, GBV, poverty, you name it, we need to solidify it in terms of legalities. So as 2019 is when ACT Africa was birthed, but the work was long before that. Yeah. And this is where we are today.
Thank you, Hilary. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner.
So I want us to keep with some of these personal pieces, and